Hello everyone, today we're going to learn about multiplying decimals. While watching this video, I want you to have your Nelson books because I'm going to give you some pages on some of the slides so that you can practice right after that. Let's start with estimate each product using whole numbers. Estimation means I need to round the numbers and then I'm going to get an approximate result. 5 times 3.4 rounded to the closest whole number will be 3. So 5 times 3 is 15 will be our answer. In part B we have two decimal numbers. 3.2 rounded to the closest whole will be 3 times 1.7 will be rounded up and it's going to be 2. 3 times 2 and we will get 6. On part C we have again two decimal numbers. 3.4 will be rounded to 3 to the closest whole and 5.28 will be rounded to 5, and when we multiply the two we will get 15. Multiplying by 10 or 100. It's easy to multiply numbers by 10 and 100 because we have an easy way to do it. 0.144 times 100. I'm gonna make this number 100 times bigger. How do I do it? This is a decimal number. I have a decimal point here and I'm multiplying the number by 100, which has two zeros. So I'm going to move this decimal point to the right 2 steps and the decimal point at the end will be in between 2 4. So I'm going to rewrite the number as 14.4. With the same idea, now in this one I'm going to multiply the number by 10. 10 has 1 0. I'm going to move this decimal point only one step and the decimal point will be in between 1 and 5. And in here 0.08 times 100. 100 again has two zeros. I'm going to move my decimal point 2 steps and 8. After 8 I will have the decimal point, but I actually don't need to put the decimal point because every number has a decimal point at the end. We can just say it's 8. Multiplying tens by whole numbers. A whole number and a decimal tens. While multiplying these two numbers, I'm going to first act like there is no decimal point. I'm going to multiply 8 times, if I don't see here the 0, I have only 4, which is 32. And I'm going to check in here in the multipliers, after the decimal point here, I have only one digit. So in the result, I need to again have only one digit after the decimal point. So I'm going to put my decimal point between 3 and 2. And in this one, I'm going to do 39 times 5, as if there is no decimal point. 5 times 9 is 45. 4 on top. 5 times 3, 15 plus 4, 195. Now let's check. I have only one decimal number here. A decimal point is here. After the decimal point, I have only one digit. So in the result, I'm going to have again only one digit after the decimal point. So it goes between 9 and 5. Again, so with the same idea, I'm going to do 22 times 7. 2 times 7, 14. 1 on top, 2 times 7, 14 plus 1. It's going to be 154. Let's decide where we should put the decimal point. It's here. It has one digit after it. So I have to put it in between 5 and 4. Let's take a look at a word problem. Sue's cup holds 0.3 liter. She drinks 6 cups of water every day. How many liters of water does she drink in a week? First of all, her 1 cup holds 0.3, but in one day she is drinking 6 cups. So in one day she is drinking 6 cups and each cup holds 0.3. So to find the total for one day, I need to multiply 6 and 0.3. So I'm gonna again pretend like we don't have any decimal points. Let's rewrite it again. 6 times 3 is 18. Here is my decimal number, decimal point. It has one digit. It needs to have again one digit. But I'm not done yet. It says in a week, how many liters of water does she drink? I calculated for 1 day, but it says a week, so I need to do it for a 7 day, because a week is a 7 day. So I need to multiply this value by 7 equals, I'm gonna multiply 18 and 7. 8 times 7 is 56. 5 on top. 7 times 1 is 7 plus 5 is gonna be 126. Now let's decide about the decimal point. Again, 1 digit it has after it, and the result it'll be again 1 digit. How many liters? This is my result. After solving this question, please do Nelson page 254. Once you are done, you can continue to the video. Let's now take a look at multiplying hundreds by whole numbers. It does not matter if it's the decimal tens or decimal hundreds. It's the same idea again. I'm gonna first pretend like there are no decimal points. So I'm gonna do 57 times 2. 2 times 7, 14. 1 on top. 2 times 5, 10. Plus 1, 11. Equals. Now let's decide where we should put the decimal point. In here, after the decimal point, I have 2 digits. So in the result, I need to again have 2 digits. So I need to put my decimal point here. Let's do this one. 365 and 6 I do multiply. 6 times 5 is 30. 3 on top. 6 times 6 is 36 plus 3, 39. Again 3 on top. 6 times 3 is 18 plus 3, 21. I am writing my solution. Now the decimal point, after it 2 digits, it needs to have 2 digits. So I'm gonna put my decimal point. The 0 here does not mean anything, so you can just say 12.9 as well. We have another word problem. Let's take a look. The distance around the hamster wheel is 35.9. If Helen hamster spins the wheel 100 times, what distance will she travel around the wheel? If it's 35.9 for one turn and it spins 100 times, it's gonna be 100 times more than this. So 100 is having 2 zeros. So I'm gonna move my decimal point 2 steps. So we have a blank here. What do we do with this empty spot? We add a 0 there. So my result will be, I'm gonna write the number again. Here I put a 0. Since it's at the end, the decimal point, I don't need to put the decimal point. So it's going to be 3,590 centimeters. One more word problem. How much more would 3 t-shirts cost than 5 books? So they're buying 3 t-shirts, 5 books. I need to calculate the total amount, total cost. So for one, it's $8.99. I'm buying 3 of them. So I need to multiply. 3 times 9 is 27. 2 on top. 3 times 9, 27 plus 2, 29. 2 on top. 3 times 8 is 24 plus 2, 2,697. Where should I put the decimal point? Here. I have 2 digits, so I need to put it here. For t-shirts, this is the cost. Let's do the same thing with the books. I'm going to multiply the 2 values to calculate the total cost. 5 times 9 is 45. 4 on top. 5 times 4, 20 plus 4, 24. 2 on top. 5 times 4 is 20 plus 2, 22. Again, with the decimal point, has 2 digits, needs to have 2 digits. This is going to be for the books. It says how much more would 3 t-shirts cost than 5 books. How much more? Look, t-shirts are more expensive. It says how much more, so I need to subtract these two. We learned decimal addition and subtraction. Let's minus these two. 7 minus 5 is 2. 9 minus 4 is 5. Decimal point, you need to line it up. Here the decimal point comes 6. Minus 2 is 4. 2 minus 2 is 0. So it is $4.52 more. After watching this video, you need to do Nelson pages 262, 263, skip the between the middle, 266 and 267. The due date for these pages is 27th of March. You can take a picture of the pages that you did and then you can send it to me via email. See you. Thank you.